pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check by my demon. Yeah. Hey, I'll pop out, you gon' feel my presence. The message real heavy in my press kit. Mind, body, build my soul, know how to dress it. No lanes in my corner, we impressive. Pop back if you tryna get active. Ducked off in the stool, making magic. Addicted to looking good, it's a habit. I'm too cold when you see it, they jacket. No like, no glass, they classic. I got it in my bag, spin it back fist. Hurt real good, I give it to you, no average. Green light, go, give it to her like yellow. Keep it going, young Uno. Mommy, hello, make you like jello. Aye, it's duck season. Only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check on my demon. Aye, it's duck season. Yeah, only pop out for a reason. Pop out, show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check on my demon. Aye, I make it turn around. Attention on heart like an ultrasound. I can read what's on her mind, no cap and gown. I'm brown and I'm happy when she down. That is at the posse, hello. The function acting. It's a moment, take a picture, acting cocky. About the music, little baby, love my disc jockey. Matter of fact, this my party, this is awesome. I said it 2 times, no I didn't since I started. So here's in the banks, tell me who's your father. Go half on the kid, make you the mother. It might be written in the stars, I get my way with words. We could take it to the car, I'll let you name the verb. Second thought slid through, I'ma burn rubber. Real lover, other half is a Aye, it's duck season. Only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check on my demon. Aye, it's duck season. Yeah, only pop out for a reason. Pop out, show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check on my demon.
Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. Out to the right wing. Here's Maxey. Over to the left wing. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times, had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Up top, Oubre. Pass to Maxey. Here's Embiid. Claxton with the block. Outside, Williams. For 3. They get it back. It's Thomas on the wing. And again, it's the Nets missing. Inside. Here's Oubre. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, Oubre has the kind of athleticism that makes that an easy play.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Here's George. Out left to the wing. Grimes. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
To the middle. Here's Claxton. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's George. Pass to Embiid. George with it, guarded by Russell. 5 to shoot. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Out to the right wing. Outside, Williams. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
Now here's Thomas. And there's another one for the Nets.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control. I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Russell from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
George outside. Russell with the rebound. Nets leading by 4. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, he voiced how crucial it is to make sure that his defense doesn't allow him any breathing room. He told me, quote, Maxey can get hot in a hurry, so we can't afford to give him open looks. And with his speed, we definitely want to limit his opportunities in the open court. We'll see if the defense can slow his pace, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. The kick out to Williams. Fires for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. 76ers trail by 4. Going inside. Outside Maxey. To the paint. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
He's so tough to stop. Even when you hit Embiid, he possesses the strength to muscle shots in.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Russell from outside. The rebound by Embiid. And it's Butler with the ball for Philadelphia. Here's Yabusele from the arc. The Sixers again can't hit. Outside Johnson. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Brooklyn out in front, leading by a point. And we'll be back shortly for the... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams in crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Russell deciding where to go with it. Offline from the top of the key. The Sixers trailing. Pass to Oubre. George outside. Lowry outside. George outside. Now Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And the 76ers making a change here. Here's Lowry. Still no points. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
To the inside, here's Oubre. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Oubre's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You see the athleticism and the length. Oubre able to get his shot off inside. That's a high percentage look for that young man.
Russell from outside. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Down low. Drummond. Oh, the jam by Drummond.
Oh, Andre Drummond putting a little sauce on the dunk. All right, Andre.
Outside Russell. Right side Johnson. Softly drops in the floater. And the Nets lead by 3.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Brooklyn pulls it in. Williams from long range. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you.
With that size and with that strength, it is such a problem trying to keep Andre Drummond off the offensive glass.
Thomas misses. 76ers trail by 4. Inside. Here's Drummond. Up and in on the layup. Drummond's got 6 in the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Russell. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Drummond. Lowry outside. Pass to Drummond. Lowry surveys the D. Drummond up top. 6 on the shot clock. Drummond double teamed. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. George's shot is off.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Russell from outside. Knocks down the triple. Russell's got 11.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Here's Drummond. Good D by Sharp. Brooklyn leading by 5. Now here's Thomas. He has 7. Outside Russell. To the paint. It's stolen by Oubre. Here's Lowry. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's D'Angelo Russell making things happen for the Nets. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's Russell. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Pass to Embiid. Some solid defense from Claxton. Nets leading by 5. Outside Russell. Thomas with the ball. Fires from deep. Walker pulls down the board. Outside Oubre. Pass to Embiid. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Brooklyn with the ball. Back to Thomas. 4-3. Hits the trifecta. Thomas has got 10 points.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Now Embiid. Over Claxton. Embiid misses.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Williams. The kick out to Johnson. There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Russell. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Cause beauty relies in the eyes of the beholder. Hold up, I'm about to get the game sewed up. Take a second just to sit and chill and smell the roses. Looking for acceptance, open doors and never close them. When the hand's dealt, you gotta know when to fold. And if a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, an apple every day, keeping doctors homebound. Using the word they can be more than a pronoun. And if you don't, they say you gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you run. Change it. So change it. So they say. So they say. So change it.
Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Williams on the wing. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he misses his first shot of the game.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Holmgren. Here's Dunn. No good from outside. so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Making a change here. Now Gilgeous-Alexander lets it go from the wing, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
And Gilgeous-Alexander showing just how difficult he can be to guard at times.
There's a screen to the middle. Here's Simmons. And he converts the layup.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Allie, thank you. To the inside. Here's Dort. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And how about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Simmons with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Three-pointer, Harden buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
Well, we're seeing this transition, BA, right? From Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons. Don't sleep on Kawhi's range. He'll burn you from down deep.
Down low. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Dunn. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Dort. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it. And you don't want to give Kawhi that kind of positioning. He doesn't waste good looks.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Oklahoma City trailing. Inside. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Pass to Dort. To the paint. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Over Bogdanovich. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Eubanks. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Well, Harden in sync with his teammates, and he's looking to create whenever he can.
Wallace outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
To the left side wing. Eubanks. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Left side Williams. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Wallace. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Thunder. They're up by 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Here's Simmons over Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go that time. Oklahoma City leading by 3. And last season, Britt, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season. The effort level from Zubac is something that the coaching staff and obviously his teammates greatly appreciate. Night in and night out, he's giving you his all.
The Clippers making a switch here. He's off on the second. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Bogdanovich on the wing. Off target with the 3. Thunder with a lead. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. The rebound by Bogdanovich. Here are the Clippers. Back to Coffey. Here's Zubac. Outside Jones. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. To the middle. Here's Caruso.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Clippers trail by 7. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Pass to Leonard. Here's Zubac. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Zubac does a great job of sniffing out offensive rebounds and beats his guy to the spot.
And it's Holmgren missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Williams grabs the board. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Holmgren. There's a minute 54 left in the first half of this one. Williams. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Now here's Simmons. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Simmons missing. And Williams punches it home.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And the basket by Leonard.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Thunder making a change here. Thunder leading by 7. It's Dort on the wing. Outside, Williams. Here's Hartenstein. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Dunn. Dort with a steal. And here's the fast break. Holmgren with it. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of this game. Eubanks in the high post. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Eubanks, he's got 5.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Great hustle, Leonard.
And just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And here's Harden. With 4 on the clock. That shot off the mark. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. To Biff. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. So it's Los Angeles now, trailing by 5. Down low. Here's Leonard. Kawhi, so steady inside.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, B.A., that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
To the inside. Here's Zubac. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Inside. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Leonard, right side. From downtown. Leonard beyond the line.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. To the middle. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized forward who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
First team foul.
Just think of how much of a difference Kawhi Leonard is for this team. When he's healthy, he is an absolute force.
The Clippers trail. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
They set the pick. Dort outside. Takes the 3. Now pulls it in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. And no matter how many minutes he gets, Norm Powell is always ready to shoot, Brent.
Oh, man, B.A. Norman Powell has consistently been in that be-ready club off the bench. He can come in and score a bunch of points for his team and spark the offense. But this guy has been aggressive from day one, and it doesn't matter where he is, he knows his role.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Thunder trail by 7. To the inside. Caruso. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Here's Eubanks. That one a little long.
2 minutes remaining.
And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for Oklahoma City. Left side, Mitchell. Williams with the screen. Williams on the wing. Releases. They swipe it. Batum with it. Guarded now by Williams. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's how you go on a drive there. Batum using long strides to cut through the defense.
Wallace, left side. Williams with the screen. The shot off that time. Some solid D from Eubanks. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead. Here's Oklahoma City now. The drive by Mitchell. Here's Williams. And he makes it on the layup.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 8 points.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
Over to the left wing. Back to Wallace. Pass to Caruso. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Down low. Bogdanovich. And he banks in the layup. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovich, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
To the paint. And Williams punches it home.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Over to the wing. From the arc. No good on the shot. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks.
42.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Under trail by 7. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Outside Simmons. On the wing, Jones. No good on the 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Back to Dort. Oh, they get a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Outside, Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
How about Dort just rising up and getting to the rim?
To the middle. And stolen by Hartenstein. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And when they need it most, they show us some clutch play on both ends of the floor.
Right side Simmons. Here's Leonard.
And this is a nice outburst on the scoring end for Kawhi. He's been looking for his shot and connecting each trip down.
Pass to Williams. Here's Dort. Yep, that one goes.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And that one's good. Simmons.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. And it's Holmgren missing. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Jones. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, involving guys with your eyes and seeing plays like this, that's a beautiful play by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Zubac, screen. Here's Leonard. Off the left rim and out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
On the wing, Harden. Down low. And stolen by Holmgren. Pass to Dort. Now Holmgren. All sorts of time. And again, it's Oklahoma City. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Powell sets a screen. It's Powell on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Hartenstein a screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes!
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Pass to Harden. Shot to stop the run. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jalen Williams. Free throw off the mark from Harden. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Drills it from deep.
Say it with me now. S-G-A. Get it done.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Powell's shot is off. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Oklahoma City now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth.
Second team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. To the paint. From behind the arc. No good. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. Just a gutsy performance.
Too many times I told these stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I'm way too busy to hate on a bank account, look like she banking on tips. I came up from nothing, was laying on and sleeping in bundles and paying no rent. Everyone loves you when fame don't exist. When I made $1 million, they said that I switched. My watch is too pricey, my chain is on lit. My diamonds are icy, I'm skating on this. Skating like Gretzky back in the 80s and running from 12, but that isn't Brady. But that doesn't faze me, I keep to myself if that's what it takes me. The day that you play me, it be the same day me and Jennifer Lopez announced. Yeah, having some twins, there's 2 in the bag. You want the fame, but you wouldn't last. The difference between me and you is you trash. I'm really 100, you're doing too bad. Look, if I'm at a 10, then you like a 2. If you was a 10, then I'd be 200 divided by 2. I'm too good at math. Look, they got me started, I'm back on my again. She I thought about for practice like I've been auditioning. Coulda thought we should started a bigger one.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now here's Fox. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Here's Harden. And he buries his first look.
I tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. 5 to shoot. Spurs need to get one up here. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Out to Powell. No good on the 3. Fox right side. Wembanyama down low. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Here's Powell. Rebound San Antonio.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have. It's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
Now here's Leonard. And he can't get that one. Nice D from Vassell. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Greg Popovich, who told me that one key will be holding James Harden in check. He said they don't want to let Harden get too much penetration, and when he does drive the lane, they're going to shade him left and force him into his weaker right hand. It's a strategy teams have used on Harden before, so we'll see how effective it is tonight.
Thank you for that, Allie. Outside for Harden. Powell, left side. Let's go with a 3. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Norman Powell with the rise and fire from three-point territory. Pretty delivery.
Fox with the ball. And it's Leonard picking him up. And it's Fox missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Leonard outside. Here he goes. On the wing, Harden. Over Fox. Harden can't hit. San Antonio leading. Wembanyama screen. Here's Fox. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Smart play by Fox. If you can't find penetration, take what you can get.
Here's Powell to the inside. Dunn outside. Outside for Harden. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Vassell outside. Fox outside. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
I love watching Fox distribute the ball, knowing it's part of his role to involve his teammates.
Outside Harden. There's the 3. Here's Leonard. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. And it's Fox with the jam.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's Dunn. No made baskets yet. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, I really admire the poise of Chris Dunn, appearing totally comfortable in the paint.
Spurs lead by 6. Now here's Fox. He's got 6. To the paint. Wembanyama. Out to Fox. Castle for 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. San Antonio on top. They're up by 6. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Spurs.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
They get it back. Dunn outside.
Well, few guys understand better than James Harden how to use a pump fake to get a defender committed and get some free throws. That is nicely done.
These are his first free throws of the game. Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
Clippers trail by 4. Pass to Jones. From the arc. It's rebounded by Biyombo.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And it's Paul off the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got his first 2 points.
There's an elusivity to Chris Paul's play. He's got the knack to get into the teeth of the defense and make something happen.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. From outside the arc. It doesn't go for him. Spurs lead by 3. Pulls up on the wing. And Paul gets it to go. Paul's got his 2nd basket.
Well, Chris Paul, when he...
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Sohan. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Pass to Harden. Jones sets a screen. Inside. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam.
Fantastic look, but that's a bit redundant for James Harden.
Here's Castle. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Eubanks. Leonard outside. Leonard, so strong.
Toughness and tenacity very much describe Kawhi Leonard's game.
Here's Fox. Kicks it out to Barnes. Down low. Back to Johnson. Pass to Barnes. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. And Fox has got the ball here for San Antonio. Here's Castle. Johnson for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Johnson's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
I like Johnson's focus at the perimeter. He's pretty careful about when he shoots the three.
Pass to Leonard. Picked by Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
Lift off there for Fox, showing how high up he can get.
Leonard on the wing. Fires the three. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to Sohan. And that one is stuffed right through.
Obviously, Fox has good on-ball instincts. He finds a wide-open guy and quickly feeds him.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Jones. There's the drive. Rebound by San Antonio.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
The three from Barnes. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. And it's a 9-point Spurs lead. Leonard for three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's San Antonio. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Clippers trail by 9. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
To the middle. Oh, Wimby finishing off the lob from way up there.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Now Mills. Driving to the basket. Coffee on the wing. Dunn outside. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. San Antonio leading by 11. Vassell outside. Wembanyama double teamed to the right side, to the paint. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Here's Mills. Pass to Zubac. Here's Coffee. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Devin Vassell. Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
To the left side wing. Here's Castle. And it's blocked.
How about Zubats? Worked so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
San Antonio leading by 11. Pass to Castle. For 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Castle's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Throws it up high!
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I could get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Back to Jones. Pass to Coffey. To the inside. Shakes him. Rebound San Antonio. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. The drive by Wembanyama.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Jones sets a screen. Pass to Coffey. Outside Jones. Here's Dunn. Misses the 3.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Zubats, a screen. Tries to spin move. Here's Leonard. And the bucket is good. Leonard's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard has found so many ways to score. He can slip around you with his length. He can go through you with his strength. This guy's so tough to guard.
Pass to Fox. Here's Castle. To the left wing. Here's Wembanyama. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball.
Substitution on the court.
Clippers trail by 16. Dunn outside. Zubats with it. Back to Dunn. From deep. He buries it from 3.
3 points.
Dunn's got 5 points.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The kick out to Paul. Shoots over Harden. Paul, shot is off. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Harden, good.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's a 3 from Paul. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. San Antonio on top, up by 11. After a quick break, we're
31.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. San Antonio leading by 11. Inside. Here's Sohan. Outside Paul. Jones grabs the board. Harden with it. Driving inside. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That's good from Harden.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it, he can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
Down low. The ball's knocked loose. Powell outside. Left side, Bogdanovich. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
4 on the clock. Harden misses. San Antonio leading by 8. Pass to Barnes. That one goes in.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Right side, Harden. Rebound by San Antonio. They led by as many as 18. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Here's Harden. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 11-point game. Yep, that one goes.
Well, everybody in the NBA should have the floater as part of their arsenal. Leonard makes it look easy.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Out to Fox. Pass to Castle. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Clippers trail by 9. They set the screen. Leonard for 3. Doesn't go for him. On offense, here is San Antonio. To the inside. Vassell outside. San Antonio again missing. And the Clippers with the ball. Harden can't hit. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. It's Barnes on the wing. Vassell outside. Out to the right wing. Castle for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. On the wing, Harden. There's the triple. Vassell with the rebound. Spurs lead by 9. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Barnes. Vassell left side. Here's Castle. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-ball to go. And the Spurs lead by 12.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
Now Leonard. A minute 9 left in the game. Shoots over Barnes. Leonard can't get it to go. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load.
Hey, man. Everybody stand up if you ever had your back against the wall and had to fight back. It's your anthem. My view from the top of the moon. I can see the whole world sitting in my hand, a maze of rules. We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do. Follow me, I'm leading you. Hey, we finna turn up, crank up the heat in here, they finna burn up. Told them I'm coming, I'm here, tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again, this here be my year. I ain't gon' show no fear, I know that I'm built to equip for what God want me to do. I'm #1 out the 2, it don't know where I'ma lose. I hate the struggle, but it made me harder. I made it far, but I wanna go farther. This not for me, this for my son and my daughter, my family tree and that order. I'm the chosen one, I'm wearing that jacket. I was down, now I'm up, now I was the underdog, now look who be left. I'm better than you guys, yeah. The champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' bow, never fall, the champions, the champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' bow, never fall, I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it. I put my head up
and here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Tip-off goes to Denver. Out to the wing.
Watch the screen.
Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he uses the glass on the layup. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Back to Porter. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Hartenstein. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here are the Nuggets now. Here's Murray. Pass to Brown. Now, here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Clark, as you look at the career of Aaron Gordon, he has blossomed into an elite role player.
Yeah, and I love the fact that he's done that. He's embraced his role. He's embraced taking fewer shots and playing more defense and getting on the glass more and making hustle plays. Not everybody would do what Aaron has done. It's a credit to him that he's been able to, again, embrace, not just accept, but embrace the role that he serves for that championship team. You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, and that to me is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Porter. Pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer now. He loves throwing it down.
Screen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the way in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And Jokic throws it down.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Here's Hartenstein. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And it's Murray penetrating. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, I tell you what, passes like that from Murray will keep his teammates working hard to get open because they know he'll find it.
The kick out to Williams. Again, Oklahoma City.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:10 left in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, Murray is a better athlete than he looks. He's actually terrific as an athlete. Have to love seeing him use that momentum to bounce up and throw it down.
Now here's Wallace. Williams looking around. Rebound by the Nuggets. Pass to Westbrook. Murray outside. Back to Westbrook. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for Oklahoma City. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Wiggins drives in. Takes it off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Outside Westbrook. 1 second left. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
The Thunder, 15.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Now here's Murray. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jokic. And a wide open look for Porter. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Thunder leading by 3. Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
And Denver has possession. On the wing, Porter. And it's all evened up.
A true sniper from long range. Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wallace. Wiggins outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Boy, Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6. And it's sent back by Jokic. Inside. There's Jokic being aggressive inside.
I have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Now, here's George. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Denver in the lead. Westbrook scanning the floor. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. Back to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. The second chance effort. Jokic grabs the miss. Denver leading by 4. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Here's Jokic. 9 points in the game so far. Outside for Murray. Knocks down the 3 ball. Murray's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Really, Murray can hit from anywhere on the arc. The corner 3 is just another trick he has up his sleeve.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Now here's Westbrook. He has yet to score. Pass to Watson. Got a hand on it. Outside Williams. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nuggets lead by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. The lead is 2. Porter with the nice move. Porter's got 7 points.
You got to push Porter Jr. out of the paint because he's so skilled at capitalizing down there.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Jokic. And here is Murray. He's got 9. Jokic inside. And the layup falls. Now it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Williams. He has 5. Dort misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wide open look here for Murray. Off target with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Screen by Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Denver calls timeout. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Look, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches, and we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway, but we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Here's Hartenstein. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Gordon a screen. Pass to Chunchard. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the floater. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
With the excellent combination of size and touch, he's a tremendous finisher inside.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. To the paint. Out to the right wing. Pass to Strother. And here's Westbrook. Defended by Gordon. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, that kind of throwdown by Westbrook gets the bench off their feet and excited.
To the wing right side.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the 3. Denver in the lead. Gordon a screen to the inside. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
Well, I like the fact that Gordon shows you nice skill there in picking apart the defense on the screen and roll.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Here's Murray. Pulls up on the wing. And again, Denver no good. Pass to Williams. There's a minute left to play here in the third. And Williams with the stuff.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Here's Murray. Outside Gordon. There's a screen by Murray. Shot clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Dort.
Well, one of the things you know as a defender, you've got to stay down on the pump fake, but Murray really crafty at getting defenders off their feet.
Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clark, he has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the 3. He's got all of those. Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
To the left side wing. Jang inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Westbrook. 4 seconds left. And it's good on the way up. Westbrook's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
And so it's Denver ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where the fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Murray with it. Jokic inside. Up and in on the layup. Jokic has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Denver.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Caruso. And it's off from three-point range. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by...
Échale ganas, mija. Lista, ponte viva. Los tiempos duros pasarán, no te rindas. Tienes que ser trucha. I could feel my blessings, they around the corner. I know that better days ain't need much longer. 'Cause I'm just present, focused, think I need to get out. 40s, 24, thank you, Lord. I know where I'm from, not many make it to the lead. But we bout this function, bout to crush it, best believe. I could see them moving and it's like a TV screen. Straight out from the valley, you know what it be. Échale ganas, mija. Lista, ponte viva. Los tiempos duros pasarán, no te rindas. Tienes que ser trucha. And I ain't gon' let a hard time get the best of me.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And that one is hammered home.
Wasting no time getting points on the scoreboard in this one.
Richard, for years, the Grizzlies' team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
Ponte viva, los tiempos duros pasarán, no te rindas, tienes que ser trucha. I'm tossed out and I'm feeling so free. Out of rounds, yeah, out of rounds on me. I'm tossed out and I'm feeling so free. All the eyes, yeah, all the eyes on me.
Leo, light it up. Diamonds and bling bling. I had to tell them, come on, bring some more for the night. Say my car and I myself clean. Smelling good, I treat her right on my side, and I know that she lies. She just want my money, and I know that she lies. Always stunt, and I know that she lies. My diamond keep jumping, and I know that she lies. I got all this money, but I say my know how to treat me, and I know how to treat.
On the road and hungry for a win against a Western Conference rival, the Golden State Warriors are ready for this thing to get started. We're live in Houston where the Rockets have home court advantage. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge.
Turn gray, hands on your face, might keep away. Diamonds and bling bling. I had to tell them, come on, bring some more for the night. Say my car and I myself clean. Smelling good, I treat her right on my side, and I know that she lies. She just want my money, and I know that she lies. Always stunt, and I know that she lies. My diamond keep jumping, and I know that she lies. I got all this money, but I know that she lies. A young like me, pull a bag, flexing on the scene, 10 grand up in my jeans. Got a brand new boy, this some. I get you think about me, leave all on your teeth, leave all on your street, yeah. Your block we dead, on they side where we creep, yeah. I know that she like heavy, make her put it on. I be about 9 to the morning, money calling, no I'm on it. Make when she home, might flash out and act a dome. Baby mama kept you on me. All these broken phones make daily pull up on me. I make up, get green nails, I do it like McCone. Diamonds and bling bling. I had to tell them, come on, bring some more for the night. Say my car and I myself clean. Smelling good, I treat her right on my side, and I know that she lies. She just want my money, and I know that she lies. Always stunt, and I know that she lies. My diamond keep jumping, and I know that she.
Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Here's Gobert. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Porzingis sets a screen. Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Fires the three. Nails it from 3. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Inside. Here's Gobert.
Lockdown defense by Porzingis. When he moves his feet to get in position, his length is unbelievable. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's McDaniels. It's hauled in by White.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Brown. Pass to Porzingis. To the paint. Fades. Boston, no good that time either. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Boston on D. 3-point lead. The shot by Conley. No good. And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
He takes it in. Randall inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to White. Takes a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Whoa! Oh, my goodness! And a big-time jam right there.
Oh, my. Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Celtics making a change here.
Now into the lineup.
So it's Boston now. They trail by one. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. And the three-pointer goes.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Woo, I love it.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Shot to stop the run. No problem from Porzingis as he finishes at the rim.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Brown looking around. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he gets that one.
Carving up the defenders like a surgeon. Brown is gifted at getting all the way to the rim.
DiVincenzo with it. Now Horford defending. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Sinks it from distance.
Alexander Walker.
Celtics trail by 3. Tatum with a screen. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Tatum's gotten his second bucket.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
DiVincenzo driving. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Al Horford. Minnesota shooting their first free throws of this game. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Pritchard. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do.
16.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
RJ, does playing at a faster pace work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside, DiVincenzo. McDaniels a screen. Down low. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Screen by Horford. Here's Pritchard. Reed with the rebound.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Edwards. Oh, that's offensive interference.
No basket. Substitutions for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, Derek White.
Boston on offense. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Screen by Horford. Here's Pritchard. No good with the triple. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Brown in the high post. Oh, Brown! Vicious!
That's you on defense there. You can't give Brown this much room for takeoff or it's going to be a problem.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Right side Edwards. White with a steal. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now Tatum, guarded by Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And here's Holiday. Here's White. Out to Horford. The 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Outside Conley. To the inside. Strong finish by Gobert.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
Brown drives in and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Minnesota in the lead. Randall on the screen. To the middle. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Randall's got his first 2 points.
The floor general Conley. Dependable at finding his guys in screen and roll sets.
Tatum. The layup misses.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed. You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish!
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
It's Edwards on the wing. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Substitutions for the Celtics.
A 3 from the inbound. Edwards, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Brown. Look at Brown getting it done inside.
A very athletic play by Brown. Getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
34 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Right side Edwards. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Porzingis for 3. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota leading by 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Tipped. It's stolen by Holiday. Pass to Shireman. Right side Craig. To the left wing. He got it up. And that's not going to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Timberwolves ahead, up by 3. Ed will step away briefly, but gets you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Outside Porzingis. KP wrecks the rim.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Randall with the drive.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
And the basket by Holiday.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Over Gobert. Porzingis misses.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Randall outside. And stolen by Holiday. Pass to Shireman. Down low. Randall with a steal. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Outside McDaniels. Outside Conley. Here's Gobert. And Porzingis with the block. And here's Holiday. On the wing, Holiday. Let's go with a three. Knocks down the triple. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And it's Conley with the ball for the T-Wolves. 4-point game. Randall inside. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Here's Reed. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Tatum.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
He does not get the second one. Outside White. There's the triple. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. White's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Putting his court vision on full display. Holiday plays the role of floor general pretty effectively.
It's a close game here in Boston. White with it. He's picked up by Conley. Now Tatum for the lead. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Fader on the way. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him. And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Outside Porzingis. Three-pointer, Holiday. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. Randall with it. Now here's Reed, hounded by Tatum. Outside Edwards. Off target with the 3. Boston trailing. JB, whoa! Jaylen Brown, a big-time finish.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
From deep, Conley. It's hauled in by White.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And Minnesota making a change here. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Porzingis has got 7 points for the quarter.
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
Inside. Nice move. And Gobert with the stuff.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Outside, Brown. It'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Tie game in Boston. And we're just moments away from the start of...
The Timberwolves, 42.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And Minnesota has possession. Outside Edwards. Randall outside. Randall draws the double. Shot clock at 6. White with a steal. Pass to Holiday. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Tatum showing off the strength. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
They double Randall. Pass to Edwards. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. About 1 minute played here in the 4th quarter. McDaniels from long range.
Known as a crafty defender, Brown really hustles and contests as many shots as he can.
Randall with a steal. Here's Conley. That's it. Coming off an assist from Randall.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Outside, Brown. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
McDaniels can't hit. The Celtics with the lead. On the wing, Tatum. Porzingis sets a screen. Back to White. Pass to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. It's Brown on the wing. No good on the 3. And the Timberwolves with possession. And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 27, Rudy Gobert.
Tatum with a screen. And it's Brown off the drive. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. To the inside. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You can see the players love the message. They looked fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Now here's Reed. Porzingis on the double team. And here's Edwards outside. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
Pass to Edwards. 3-pointer. Edman from the corner.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Now Brown. Back to Tatum. Fires the 3. And Conley grabs the miss. And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. Boy, it's been a grinder, back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Down low. Holiday. Money.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Randall outside. Off target from outside. And here's Boston. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his 1st foul of the game. 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
A wing who wants to pound it down low. Brown earns a trip to the line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that'll put him up 2.
He missed a chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Outside Edwards. Left side Conley. Back to Edwards. Left side Conley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last.
I ain't picky, start frontin' when the show's out. What you mean? 20 inches when they roll out. Come and get me. Big faces when they fold out. Is you with me? Don't make me. I keep a close eye when the door out. Then I slide off in the Escalade. Me and Key inside look like the ice capades. For me and Heath. Frosty, Roger the Rabbit and Bugsy. You understand me, rap rich like mummies. If you compare me to your local grocery, then you'll see I got more carrots than Aldi, more bread than algae. You can bag and scan me, sure like Albie, meet the ticks in Maui. Hey, underlay, mommy, E-I, uh-oh. What's poppin' now? Underlay, mommy, E-I, uh-oh. If they right Nelly there, underlay, mommy, E-I, uh-oh. What's poppin' now? Underlay, mommy, E-I, uh-oh. If they right Nelly there, same coach, underlay, mommy, E-I, uh-oh. What's poppin' now? J-E, underlay, mommy, E-I, uh-oh. If they right Nelly there, Nelly, underlay, mommy, E-I, uh-oh. What's poppin' now? Underlay, mommy, E-I, uh-oh. If they right Nelly there, I'm from the L, underlay, mommy,
You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. Now, here's Doncic. LeBron outside. Here's the screen. Driving to the basket. Can't connect from short range. And here's Phoenix. Outside Durant. Fires the three. That one doesn't drop. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Pass to Beal. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
That three off the mark. Booker looking around. Outside for Beal. And it's done in the corner. Back to Beal. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Booker. And the Suns miss again. Doncic outside. Here's Hayes. Reeves in the corner. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's James. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. During our talk, I asked Coach what makes Kevin Durant one of the best scorers ever. He told me it's insane that a 7-footer has that much skill. Kevin truly is one of a kind. Now, no one can stop him one-on-one. We need a team effort. Of course, KD's going to the Hall of Fame, and he's still giving opponents nightmares late in his career. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Here's Doncic. After the made shot from KD. Hachimura, the screen. Doncic, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ's still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Phoenix on defense. Back to Doncic. LeBron outside. And stolen by Booker for the finish. And the dunk by Booker.
And we've spoken about Booker's two-way abilities. There we saw it all in one sequence.
To the middle. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Here's Booker. Outside for KD. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
LeBron outside. There's the pick. Back to Reeves. Pass to LeBron. On the wing, Reeves. And good that time.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Booker with a deep three. It's rebounded by Doncic.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now here's Booker. Outside for KD. There's the triple. A rebound by the Lakers.
That's his first personal foul. Second team.
Here's Doncic. Hasn't made one yet. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Booker.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Here's Bull. That shot off the mark. It could go. No good on that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers lead by 1. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
A kick out to O'Neal. Back to Bull. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Lakers ball. Substitution on the court.
The Lakers trail. Doncic outside. Pass to connect. Back to Doncic. Inside. Here's Len. Plumlee with the rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower. And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
To the paint. The Lakers moving the ball around. And here is Goodwin. Still yet to score. Just 5 to shoot. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. The Suns trailing. From downtown. Bull, that's good. Bull's got 5. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strengths. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. No good from Booker. Here's Doncic. And there's the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference. Is one of those guys that has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Generating offense through his defense. Beal, love seeing him take over like this.
Down low. Here's James. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
People first think of Booker as an outside shooter, but he does a lot of his work in the lane.
To the inside. James. Done with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
For 3, Booker. No basket. Missed number 5 out of his 8 shots. .115 left in the first half. Here's LeBron. Doncic with it. And stolen by Booker. Here's KD. Straight to the bucket. Durant. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Suns?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Oh, epic move by LeBron.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Here's Booker, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Second chance shot. Doncic with the strong move inside.
There's no end to the ways Doncic can score.
Booker, right side. 11 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the 3 ball is good. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns. James outside. He gets it up. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Suns on top, up by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 2. Back to Vincent. Lakers working the ball around now. Reeves right side. Beal with the steal. And a deep 3 from Booker. Here's Richards. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. For 3, Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Out to the right wing. Dunn right side. Pass to Richards. Over Hayes. 6 to shoot. Richards no good. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Hayes. He's got 6. Pass to James. James absolutely owning the inside.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Here's Beal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat him with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
A combo guard with a versatile offensive game. Beal is one of those guys that any team would love to have.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Back to Jones. Pass to Durant. Five on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. Oh, KD buries the 3.
And Durant plays with real competitive fire, which makes him so important.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Now here's Durant. 10 points for him. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Doncic with it. Now Beal defending. Pass to Hayes. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. Here's LeBron. Getting downhill, LeBron.
There's so much power on LeBron's drive. The defense, they just more or less clear out.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. Cloak loose. Inside. Hayes. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. 1:03 left in the third. Here's Booker. 12 points for him. And he gets it to go.
I guess Booker wants to play with his food before he eats.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 1. Out to the right wing. Hits it from three-point range. Connects. Got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Booker with it. Connect picks him up. Puts the move on. James with some nice D. Los Angeles leading by 4. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Booker with no one around. Oh, Booker from way outside. Reeves outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Lakers lead by 3.
40.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Lakers in the lead. There's a good screen. Doncic with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And it's Doncic missing. Pass to Len. 6 on the shot clock. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguarded.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Greg, in the process to bring in all their stars, the Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the...
Made it happen, no excuses. Spend the knowledge of my noggin, I'm confused. Living legend, don't confuse it. Got that work and then I moved it. Put that to the music. OG business. Yeah, I got it, buddy. They wanna take it from me, but I'm right around with a money on. One with 40 out on. Want his head, put a water on me, know the soccer fiend. Me and cash changer holding me. Take don't mislead her. I can get it a lot cheaper. Had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Keep around and score me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I hold it on me, that's the president. Don't know me come with it. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around and score me back for business. No bad, that one out of this. A lot of cash help me clear my mess. Break my wrist, trying to whip a belly. I got a recipe, it's confidential. The eavesdropping on me, trying to clone. Seen him pulling up, he in alone. Rich roller with a stone. I mail him to you, send him for the distance. And there was at a stone. Medusa had him having on the charm. Stick with me and the drop 6. Pop him like I'm out.
his head, put a water on me, know that's Aquafina. Me and Cash Angel hold him in. Don't mislead her.
I can get it a lot cheaper. Had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Keep around and scold me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I rolling on me, that's the president. Don't know me come with this. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around and scold me back for business.
We'll see the Indiana Pacers facing the New York Knicks. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And it's the Knicks to start out. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And the basket by Siakam.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
Allie, thank you. And it's Towns with the power finish.
An absolute beast in the pick and roll. Towns rolls off ready to score. He doesn't disappoint either.
Now here's Turner. Pass to Siakam. Shot clock at 6. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Yes, it's good.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish. That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And here's Turner from the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, and Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Outside Brunson from 9 feet out. That was a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Now here's Halliburton. Off target with the 3. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Anunoby on the wing. And Brunson gets it to go.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Now here's Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. From outside, off the mark. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Now here's Towns. Anunoby for 3. The rebound by Turner. Indiana trailing here. A minute 20 left in the first. Here's Halliburton. Gets it to fall from the right block.
Halliburton has a nice combination of smarts and skill. Makes him a cagey scorer.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. we've got 1:08 left in the first quarter here. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Pass to Turner. Over Towns. And it's New York with a rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
All talent there from Bridges.
And here's Indiana now. After the basket by New York on the other end. Nembhard outside. 29 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Neesmith. Top of the key. Towns with a rebound. Knicks leading by 4. And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution for your Knicks. Mitchell Robinson. P.J. Tucker.
Screen by Robinson. To the paint. 4 seconds left. And he lays it up and in.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively. You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Here's Tucker. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. New York out in front.
The Pacers. 10.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Now here's Neesmith. Still without a bucket. Turner, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little area.
New York leading by 8. Pass to Shaman. Jacks up a 3. To the right side. Clock at 6. Goes back up. That's short off the rim. Pacers trail by 8. Here's Halliburton. Outside Neesmith. Back to Halliburton. Down low. Here's Siakam. And it's New York with a rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Selected. Can't touch. Selected. The thing in a overdrive. If you don't do something, nothing happens. Are you selected? Can't rush. Selected. Can't rush. Selected.
Can't rush. Selected. Can't rush. Selected. Selected. Can't touch. Selected. Can't rush.
This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. And it's going to be the Clippers off the tip. Leonard outside. To the wing on the left. Dunn's shot is good. Some crafty veterans on both of these rosters, Clark. How do you see that impacting the game?
Well, B.A., it's going to lead to some high-level basketball. You got a roster full of high IQ players. They know what it takes to get W's. I'm very much looking forward to this matchup because of that.
Now here's Hachimura. No good, a bit long that time. Pass to Zubac. Dunn left side. Leonard inside. Outside for Harden. Back to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Over Hachimura. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. He's in that category. One of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
Launches a three, and the Clippers hit again from deep.
And we know Harden is a laser now. He has confidence in that long ball. The defense has got to get on it.
Outside Reeves. Back to Doncic. Uses the glass on the layup.
Doncic really excels at keeping defenses off balance in the pick and rolls.
Harden surveying the D. Leonard left side. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Now here's Doncic. Here's James. And that one's good.
Fighting through contact, not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked Coach what it's like facing LeBron now versus earlier in his career, and he quickly responded, not much. He's still extremely difficult to game plan for. Even at this stage of his career, he remains a dominant force. So limiting his production will be crucial for them in this matchup. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now, here is James. The baseline J is on the way. Rebounded by James Harden. The Clippers lead by 6. Leonard outside. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Skilled at getting inside and doing work down there. Kawhi Leonard is a confident scorer.
Doncic outside. Back to James. To the paint. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
Powell outside. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Hachimura with the defensive effort.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Now here's Doncic. And James Harden pulls it down. And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. 9-point game. Out to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by Leonard. Here are the Lakers now. Doncic outside. James outside. Back to Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8 points in the quarter. Showing
the Lakers 9.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Back to Reeves. Driving inside. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Luka's so smart to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
Batum's shot is off.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Doncic outside. Pass to Reeves. Back to Hayes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the official.
First one falls for him. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Inside, Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
I think this is what Simmons loves to do more than anything. When he's looking to score, he wants to get all the way to the rack.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Hachimura. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
Really got his defender off balance that time, did Doncic, with that cunning pump fake.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Hayes with a screen. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty. Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Doncic. Doncic throws it down.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Batum outside. Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range. Batum's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Hayes. Back to Doncic. .152 left in the half. Out to Hachimura. Back to Doncic. Pass to Reeves. Over Simmons. With 1 on the clock. And finished off by Hayes.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Now here's Harden. He's got 5. Leonard for 3. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
And Harden, an absolute vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Left side, Harden. Leonard for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Leonard's got 11 points.
Kawhi poses so many problems for a defense. I mean, inside, outside, mid-range, he can hurt you from anywhere.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Doncic. No luck on that one. Harden with the defensive effort. Leonard, left side. Back to Harden. Takes the three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Clippers ahead, leading by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Vincent. Pass to Vanderbilt. And stolen by Leonard. Here's Powell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And so Powell nails them both. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Goodwin. Vincent outside. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
To the inside. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Pass to Connect. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
You have to be careful against Connect inside. He'll turn you into a highlight.
To the left wing. Back to Harden. Now here's Leonard. And here's Zubac. 5 to shoot. Blocked. And he gets it back. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
Lakers trail by 7. Good on the bucket.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Dunn. Outside Harden. Now here's Leonard. From about 16, Len pulls it in. Vincent with the ball. Picked up by Powell. Now Vanderbilt. Here's Goodwin. He's scoreless. Powell pulls it in. Dunn outside. Leonard looking over the floor. Zubac. Unable to get that one. Lakers trail by 5. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. And timeout called by Ty Lue. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Bogdanovich on the wing. Powell outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And here's Connect outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Substitution on the court.
Lakers trail by 3. Pass to Reeves. They set the pick. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Down low. Back to Doncic. Doncic down the lane. Rebounded by James Harden.
Well, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
This one for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
The timing by Batum. Really good at recognizing when to fire off the catch.
Pass to Doncic. Hachimura sets a screen. And here's Doncic. 10 points for him. 4 on the clock. James. LeBron sending it home.
James doing his thing in close to the hoop. Good work there.
Screen by Leonard. Batum outside. Outside Bogdanovich. Leonard left side. Pass to Batum. Off the mark there with a 3. Lakers trail by 5. Here's James. Nice work inside from James.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Out to Leonard. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Simmons with it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hachimura.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
To the paint. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Pass to Jones. Out to Leonard. Done with it. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Tries again. Leonard, good.
I like Leonard's shot right there. He's very comfortable from that distance.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. James outside. Hachimura sets a screen. Back to James. Out to Hachimura. 3-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
Well, to make it plain, LeBron just makes everybody around him better. Really takes a lot of pride in setting his guys up.
Out to Leonard. Wide open. The Lakers with a rebound.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Here's Doncic. Here's Hayes. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Hayes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play, and you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
And the Clippers making a change here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Pass to Dunn. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Tell you what, guys, there's no way you're stopping Dunn when he's that close to the hoop.
Now Doncic. James outside. No good that time. Great D that time from Zubac. Here's Harden. Pass to Dunn. Leonard outside. Harden with it. Clock at 6. Here's Powell. Hits a three-pointer. And now a 7-point Clipper lead.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
It's James on the wing. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, you want to try to guard LeBron, good luck. I mean, the King is impossible to stop. Fast, strong, smart, tough, creative, draws lots of fouls.
And he sinks the second. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Outside Harden. Leonard for three. Pass to Powell. Done with it. Shot clock at 6. Out to Leonard. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Leonard's got 9 points now in the second half. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Hey, shot's good.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Leonard outside. The three is up. Leonard, a threat from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And it's Hachimura missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And he's going for the oop here. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Clippers.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Doncic hits them both.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
Here's Eubanks. Off target at the rim.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And he gets the bucket. And so here are the Clippers. They lead by 7. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Doncic. So So it's the Clippers picking up the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, sir.
Up in the car seat, hold it for ransom. Want her back, better call me. It's whatever. I'm buying at the party.
Fly, looking dummy. I'll probably get. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash. It's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the and they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep. Way I slide in that cool boy, I keep that. We done went right there all the way to the sun. Get